give evidence to the people. We want the parties to be free. I want democracy that when one is about to retire, they should let those living compete among themselves freely, not actually nominating somebody when one is leaving the office. That's not democracy. This happened in UDF, and they want this to be done in the DPP again. We want the leader when he's leaving the office. People should compete among themselves freely. Members of the party should have freedom to choose as to who will be the next leader of the country, not really the one leaving nominating somebody. Why? Is it for self-protection?
Does that bother you? You're no longer in the Democratic Progressive Party. You have your own party. Why concentrate on your own party and leave the DPP do the way they want it?
I'm happy about what they're doing.
Yeah, but what I'm getting from you is that you are bitter with the developments going on in the DPP.
I was bitter in UDF because of that arrangement. I'm also bitter with this because once we're here, we needed to usher, we needed to enhance our democracy. We need to enhance our democracy. Our leaders should leave a legacy, our democratic legacy, in order for the youth to further develop it, to further enhance it. So I'm concerned, but I'm happy about it because I don't believe Malawians will go on supporting these dynasties in this country. We don't have to support political kingdoms which intended to be formed in this country. I don't believe so.
Last time we talked, you had hinted on going back to the Democratic Progressive Party. What happened?
No, it was not really my intention to...
Yeah, you had told me that you wanted to go back to DPP.
After generations, I made a decision myself and my friends that we can work together with the government. But the government didn't want. As I've told you, maybe they are in the program of political weeding. But that was not really accepted by the government.
Guess you're just joining us? Welcome aboard. This is Capital Straight Talk. Program today is coming to you under the auspices of Prominent Paints.
In association with PPG, the second largest paint manufacturer in the world, Rainbow Paints presents Prominent Paints.
So much quality squeezed into one tin of paint.
Prominent Paints are specifically designed to suit African climatic conditions and are the perfect companion for the asset owner and painting contractor. Imagine a paint that will mend cracks on the wall, waterproofing and shedding dirt in the process.
Prominent Paints, backed by more than 125 years of American expertise, with 125 factories in 60 countries on 6 continents. Add lots of class and glamour to any building. Go for Prominent Paints in plaster primer, universal undercoat, interior and exterior matte acrylic, sheen premium interior, satin premium exterior, gloss enamel, and roof acrylic. All available at Rainbow Paints, Limby and Lilongwe, and at all reputable builders and hardware merchants in Malawi.
Today in the program, we are talking to Uladi Mussa, president of Maravi People's Party. Do you think you go solo in the 2014 elections, or you partner with the other political parties? And are you serious you're running for 2014?
I'm not alone.
Are you running in 2014?
There are so many.
Are you running in
2014? This is what I've been told by people here in Southern Region, the Central Region, as well as Northern Region.
Which people are you referring?
The many Malawians, most of the Malawians, those who fought for tooth and nail to bring in, to usher in democracy. They think they know how democracy is being killed. We want a democrat to come over, to come in and manage our democracy for the future of this country. So I'm really serious. I'm contesting in 2014, and not only alone. I'm consulting a number of people who will join together and run and take over the government in 2014.
And are you serious about that, or you just want to play your political jokes, or is this really serious?
No, I'm very, very serious.
Your party has no infrastructure. We only know you as the only member of Maravi, and we haven't seen the Secretary General. We haven't seen anybody. How many are you as a
party? The structure is there. We have got, as I'm speaking now, 9 regions in this country. We have got 9 regions, 2 in the Northern Region, 3 in the Central Region, 4 in the Southern Region. So they have got party structures at the district level, constituency level, area level, as well as the executive. We have. And there is no doubt that I will contest. And mind you, most of the people who are aspiring to contest as a presidential candidate, they don't have a vast experience as I have have myself in this country. We don't want any stranger to rule this country again. We want somebody who knows Malawians very well, who knows the way of life of Malawians, the culture of Malawians. That's the person we want to support in
and
this.
Is that person you?
Definitely.
You know Malawians better?
Very well. I've been growing in the villages, and I've been in various ministerial cabinet. I know how to run the government. I've got experience. 10 years being a cabinet minister is not...
Do you have the qualifications? Because the names that we have heard, these are professors, they have got PhDs. As far as I know you, you have been a madrasa teacher. Can you really become the president?
That's not true. That's
not true. Have you not been a madrasa teacher?
No, I've never been a madrasa teacher. I was the headmaster of Banda Islamic Mission at BIMU. That's where I've been teaching. I'm a teacher by profession.
What are your qualifications?
As I'm speaking now, I've got a degree in business administration from Cambridge International College. But not only that, I've got a vast experience. But also, mind you, leadership is one thing. Being a professor is another. A professor can be a professor in fish. You can get a professorship in grass. You can. So it's not part of leadership. These are two different things. Mind you, in America, Obama is the 44th president. None of them have got PhD degree. All the 44 presidents in America. So here, Malawi should not be cheated that being a professor is the highest qualification for one to become a president of this country.
So this race is not for professors?
No,
is that what I'm getting from you?
It's about leadership. It's about democracy. It's about knowing Malawi very well. What are the problems Malawians are facing? Mind you, why immediately at one go, if you're telling every civil servant to have their accounts in the banks, to get their salary through the bank, yet there are remote areas. For instance, Usisha. How can a teacher from Usisha walk to Nkatabe Boma? How can somebody walk from Makara to Sanje Boma? These are the things which must be known by Malawian. How would these people be suffering in implementing this? They would have done that in step by step, starting with the urbans, then little by division, maybe 4 or 5 months after establishing rural banks in the areas. Then they can fully implement it. So we need Malawians who can do this. But also the way speeches are being delivered. It means this government is being run by people who can cause problems in this country. Yet I know Malawians are peaceful. They cannot do anything. They cannot listen to those things which are said on the public. We need somebody who can really live in Malawi, who can actually bring in things which are suitable and are also good for Malawians.
Do you think you have the financial muscle? Because this race in 2014, it will need a lot of money. It will need a lot of resources. And as you have already seen, the campaign has already started. Do you have what it takes to compete in this huge race for 2014?
Let me tell you, matters I know money matters. But money is just an additional element for one to win. What matters is the behavior. You have to know that person who wants to take the office. Do you know this one in full? Do you know what he does? Do you know what he likes and does not? All these things, Malawi must be in the know. Secondly, I've told you is that you say that Malawi is a smaller party. Yes, accept. I'm the only one in the parliament. But mind you, when Dr. Bando's come here, there's no single member of parliament who was in the parliament as MCP member. Nobody. When Muluzi started UDF, there was no single member of parliament in the house as an MP for UDF. When Dr. Bingo Ntaliga, we started the DPP. When we started DPP, we had no single member of parliament in the house as official member of parliament for DPP. Malawians vote according to the situations on the ground. What are the situations? What are the problems? Who can resolve them? This is the way Malawians actually vote. So it's not really a thing of worrying, saying, no, we are few of us. Or
is the Malawi opposition united? Do you think it is proper that it should have a united front, or each party should do as it pleases?
I think the best responsible persons, the best who are really responsible, are Malawians themselves. Malawians have to make a decision. They should not be cheated with a cloth, with a party cloth, with a t-shirt, with a basco. These are not the things which will solve their problem.
These are things that you have been doing also as a politician. You have given out clothes. You have given out bicycles. Have they become bad things now?
The question is, for how long do these things help them in resolving some of the problems they're facing in their homes? For how long? They use them for 3 months. then they become to an end. It's a question of say who rule after us, who manage things in this country, who will bring good democracy, peace and security in this country.
If you had not been fired from the Democratic Progressive Party, would you be saying these things that you're telling me this evening?
I know I would already been fired again during this, because you know the problem with me, I always say the truth. I don't lie to my reader, I don't lie to the people of this country. I always say the truth. I know what I would have advised the Bingu is that, Bana, please, we have let you run this country, we have assisted you for 10 years, let us choose among ourselves as to who will succeed us.
Could you say that to the president?
Yes, I could say so. I could say so. I told the former president of the truth. When I was a regional governor, I advised him properly. But I always say the truth. I don't like telling a leader one thing outside doing another. I hate that system of life. I always say the truth.
I have a problem in trusting people like you, because you are speaking out of anger. You are no longer a cabinet minister. You are no longer using those privileges that you had. Should we trust this kind of rhetoric, or it's coming out of anger? Really?
No, not really out of anger. Let me tell you, anybody, even in the Bible, even in the Quran, who was actually commissioned by Almighty God to change any cruel leadership, to change any cruel kingdom, they were sending somebody who knows that kingdom. Not a strange person, he cannot deal with it. For a better example, here in Malawi, Dr. Bakir Muluzi actually did it so well with Dr. Banda. He won Israel. Why? He knew Dr. Banda better than Chihana himself. He had been with Dr. Banda. And even in the Bible, you know, Moses, in Arabic, they say Musa, he was sent to emancipate the Israelites from Egypt, to move them away from Egypt. Why? He was growing in the house of Pharaoh. He knew Pharaoh in and out. He knew Pharaoh in detail. So I'm the best one who can actually deal with it, who can deal with it, DPP. I know DPP in and out. I know UDF in and out. I can know, and I know what I can do in order to those people to support me.
Are you a corrupt person?
No, I'm not corrupt. Had I been corrupt, I would have been arrested some time back. Immediately after my removal from Minister of Agriculture, I would have been arrested.
There have been reports that have been coming again and again that you missed the fertilizer subsidy.
No.
You were a very corrupt minister. You gave coupons to people that did not deserve coupons. You actually sold coupons for fertilizer subsidy.
No, it's not true. I'm not corrupt. I didn't indulge myself in any corrupt activity in any ministry.
Why were you fired then? Why were you fired from the Minister of Agriculture?
In short, I can say out of jealousy. Out of jealousy. Because of jealousy.
Not because you were corrupt with the fertilizer subsidy?
No. I didn't have any case in the papers that I was corrupt. I've been Minister of Agriculture.
Cases are not done in the papers. Cases are not done in the papers.
Yeah, but I'm saying that I don't have any corrupt case in the ministry. I've been Minister of Home Affairs.
I've told you of allegations that have come on how you manage the fertilizer subsidy.
No, I implemented the fertilizer subsidy successfully, and because of successes which I achieved in the first year, that is 005, 006, that's why up to now the program is going on, because of the successes which I achieved in 009.
So you are telling me people